She's changed now. Welcome everybody to our weekly market update. Today I've got Maddie, Josh and Shay with me. How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Thanks, how are you?
Good, thank you. Hopefully everybody's still in one piece out there after all of our wild and windy and wet weather that's been catching up after a pretty dry year so far. I think we're back on target now with our annual rainfall just about I think over 100 mils for pretty much all the valley, most of it over the last week. So certainly plenty of water about out there, but no major flooding, just a couple of minor floods. So for everyone watching from interstate wondering how bad Hilbert was, just not really very bad at all. A couple of esplanade crosses here and there, but not very high up, so it seems to have been fairly controlled so far. But lots of people in the valley without power, so hopefully they're all doing okay. We've had some areas without it for a while. A couple of our team have been without it, so certainly a bit of a rough time for some of the people, but and still pretty bad up north in Tassie at the moment. We're like down south, we've got a few people out of power, but up north it's thousands and thousands. And
more to come. Like I don't think it's going to ease up for them over the next day or so either. Folk had to evacuate the caravan park to the footy oval just to stop the flooding. So poor buggers, it could be much worse for us.
I felt like we've got out pretty okay in comparison to this.
Yes, while it's been wet and windy, it's sort of been steady, hasn't it, for us? We're introducing Josh Turnbull today. Josh, to our first video. He's just joined the team a week ago and is just finalising his licensing and training side of it, and he'll be joining our sales team over the next couple of weeks. You'll see him out in the field once he's got all the licence and stuff through. So welcome, Josh.
Thanks, Nick. They're really excited to be part of the great team down here and getting out in the community. So
cool.
Thank you.
So many of you probably know Josh as a local, but he'll be available to reach out. Same phone number, mate.
Same phone number, mate.
So if you see him, he's already been getting lots of comments around the town wearing a suit and a tie and a bit of a ribbing from some of the guys.
I think everyone thought Mad Monday started early.
And no Mad Monday for our footy teams yet, maybe. They're all still progressing through for another week.
Colts made it through to the grannies straight away, so they're in. So we know they're safe until then at least. Rezzies unfortunately couldn't get over the line, so they'll go again next week again, or this week against Sorrel. And seniors won, so that means they're just one more step away. They'll go again this week against Lindisfarne. Both games are at Lindisfarne, so big day. Fingers crossed.
Fun weather for them on the weekend, I see too. So
it was actually kind of frustrating to watch because it looked like it was so slow out there, but you're like, it must be so boggy. And people kick the ball where usually they'd be a 50-60 metre kick and it'd go about 15-20 metres. Poor buggers.
They're red and blue. It was a bit more more brown. And,
and I was even watching the Signet and Hutchins women's game on live stream, and Signet wore their white shorts and they were not white for very long.
Real football weather. That's fine. They've had a pretty good season. The ground was in very good condition a couple of weeks ago still for this dumping.
It was fun to watch. I wasn't out there.
I think the season's finished. All right, what's been happening in property management? Have all of our houses still get their roofs? And
they do. We were pretty lucky, touch wood. So we only had a few calls of things unrelated to the weather. We had one offence down, but otherwise I think our tenants were pretty educated with what was happening, like what websites to check if their power went out. Taswater were on the ball with sending out notifications about what was going on there. So we were relatively lucky, but it's still only Monday, so things could change. Not a bad weekend all in all, and we've been pretty busy over the last week as well. So we've got 14 properties online, so we're slowly chipping away at the ones that are up there. 2 of the 101 Main Street ones that we built, they're gone. They've been leased, so we've only got 2 of those left, and a bit of interest in them still actually. So I think I leased 5 last week for our properties. It seems to be the ones that you did have up for like a couple of weeks that have finally gained a little bit of interest and managed to get them over the line. And then I've got another one coming up in Jason, 20 Hill Street this week. So that's
Yeah.
a 4-bedroom, 1 bathroom, which the bigger houses are always pretty popular. So,
Yeah, okay.
and really well priced, so 450. So
Yeah.
in messaging like that would be pretty popular. So
Yeah.
get your applications in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't have any open homes over the weekend because
Yeah.
we got blown away, but hopefully.
Well, we had a few open houses.
Yeah.
We had
How many?
We had 11 across the weekend, so yeah, the team was still out and about, which was good. And I mean, thankfully, it really wasn't too bad, besides a little bit of wind here and there, which is good. And picking up a couple of loose branches and things like that from around.
Couple of open hand boards going flying.
Yeah, a couple of
Here
them
and
did
there,
fall
so-
over here and there. I have to say, not many of the flags went out. A few of them went out at the first part of the day, and quite a few of them were on the side afterwards. So, but no, we had 11, and there was a good mix between a few of them. Some of them with none. Some of the ones who have been sitting on the market for a little bit longer. Some of our newer ones. There was one that had 5. Last week it had 11. So that was been a really exciting property. One down in Garden Island Creek. So fairly tightly held area down there. So that's been exciting to see that one go.
Yep.
We've seen a lot more appraisal requests come through as well over the past week, which has been really exciting. So, I mean, it's not spring weather just yet, but I think everyone's anticipating.
Spring,
Yeah, absolutely. So that's been really good. And
few offers around.
there's been quite a few actually, which has been really great. One of our properties has actually already received 3 offers, which I mean, we haven't seen too many of multiple offer situations at the moment. So, I mean, it was priced fairly attractively. A little bit different to the standard, I guess, normal residential home and things like that. So that's been really exciting. And some of our properties that have been sticking for that little bit longer as well in the market have just gone on the contract too. So yeah, it's really positive to see and exciting to think that this might be what the next couple of months are going to look like too. So
It's interesting, actually. Sorry, it's interesting actually because I've seen a few sales and rental appraisals come through for the same property. So like where they've requested, they don't know what they're doing, so they just give me both and then I'll decide. So it's good to see a bit of movement both sides.
it's so great that we can offer that too.
Yeah,
To be able to do that together and provide them with all the info that they need before making the big decisions. So.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff around Hillville, around a lot of really good value properties at the moment.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like
So much to choose
in
from.
the high 5s, low 6s,
Yeah.
there's a lot of 3-bedroom brick homes on a house block sort of scenario where if you're looking for something like that, I'd be looking right now because there's so many good ones to choose from.
Yeah.
And it's a great time to be buying for something like that. I think
Absolutely, especially with
it's
my
probably-
home scheme about.
Yeah.
A lot of people can utilise that to be able to achieve some of those homes as well. So that's it's great. It's a great time for people like that. So.
Cool. All right, well, we might let you all get back to staying dry and not getting blown away. Thanks for tuning in this week. Hopefully it's a little bit calmer week and we'll see you next week on the update.